Hi. Still, you think he's cool?
Look, darling, payphones, show me your coat. Payphones do not grow on trees.
Oh, I wish he'd find one and let us know he's all right.
He probably doesn't even realize we're worried.
Oh, we are.
Timing. Phone call for you.
Hey.
How did anybody know
We're
you were
leaving
here?
forwarding calls to, just in case he calls. Probably him now.
Maybe not.
What do you mean?
Have you seen today's paper?
No, I haven't. Well, that was certainly quick. Obviously, it wasn't Luke.
No, it was Dan. I got the job.
Hey, that's great.
Congratulations.
I have to go in and start training today.
Good. The sooner the better. The sooner you get your mind off Man Mountain Spencer, the better for everybody.
Let me have a seat.
What?
Let me see that.
Hikers apparently ignored signs closing the path to all but authorized personnel. A spokesman for the Rangers reported that bodies are being recovered, but names are being withheld pending notification of kin.
Luke's hurt. He could.
Look, we don't know anything for sure.
I have to call Dan. I can't work.
Wait a minute. Now, look. I've spoken to Rangers up there. We cannot get into the area.
Well, what are we going to do?
Well, for starters, we're not going to panic and jump to any wild conclusions.
Speak for yourself.
Look, we don't even know for sure that Luke was caught in that avalanche.
If he were safe, why wouldn't he call?
Maybe he doesn't even know about it. He could have been way on the other side of the mountain and hasn't heard a radio, seen a newspaper, anything.
Yeah, look, it's possible. I will go and call the Rangers again and find out if that road has been opened.
Something has happened to Luke, I'm sure.
Look, Luke is probably making his merry way across the mountain, totally unaware that he was ever in any danger.
You sure? Do you think so?
I do think that Luke can take care of himself. And I know it's silly to say this, but try not to worry.
Can we go?
No. All I got was a recording saying that the roads are still closed. They must have had a ton of snow up there.
Well,
Any kind of entry's out of the question.
We can't just wait around here.
Look, I'm sure Luke is fine. No news is good news, right?
Hey, Rosie's right. We have no reason to believe that he is in any kind of danger.
Well, I have to know for sure.
Now, listen, wait 1 minute. There is no point you going up there, all right? Get that out of your head. And we are not going to sit around here and develop ulcers. And furthermore, you are not going to miss your first day at the hospital.
I don't think I'd be much good for anybody.
You need the job, darling, and besides, Dan has done you a big favor.
I know, and I'm very grateful.
Then go to work. Please go to work. I will go and talk to Jackie at the newspaper and find out why we didn't get this report last night.
Yeah, she should have told us.
I'll pick you up at the hospital later.
But I'd rather go with you.
I'll tell you if I find out anything.
Holly, get yourself on over to the hospital. If you don't do something today, you're going to be a nervous wreck before noon.
Yeah, look, it's the best
late.
thing. It's the best thing at this point. I mean, worry about somebody else's problems instead of your own.
All right.
Absolutely. Oh, good luck with your training. I hope it goes all right.
Well, thanks. I don't think I'm going to be able to concentrate at all.
Hey, wouldn't do to get sacked on the first day, now, would it?
You promise you will let me know the minute you hear anything.
Promise.
Bye-bye. Oh, she shook up.
I'm worried myself.
Could have fooled me. That was some act you put on for her sake.
I wish I felt as confident as I sounded. I'm worried, Rosie. And this time I can't do a bloody thing about it.
Holly!
Oh, I've seen her.
Have you heard from Luke?
No, I guess you haven't heard either.
Not a word. I am worried out of my mind. I'm sure he was in that avalanche, that he's hurt, or even worse.
Well, I wouldn't worry.
You wouldn't?
If there was something wrong, we would have heard by now. Luke could have been on the other side of the mountain when the avalanche struck. He probably hasn't even heard about it.
You really think so?
He knows those mountains really well.
Yeah, you would know that.
And besides, worrying isn't going to help. Robert says the best thing to do is just get on with our work.
He's probably very right.
Have you spoken to Bobby?
No, I haven't. She's been in surgery all day. I don't think I'm going to tell her.
It's a good idea.
I mean, why worry her over nothing?
That's probably all it is, you know, just our overactive imaginations.
Yeah, sure.
Right. You know, I think I'm going to call the ranger station. Just see if any news has come in since Robert last talked to them.
What a good idea. You don't mind if I listen? I mean, not that we have anything really to worry about.
No, of course not. Come on.
There, a piece of paper. Write the numbers in.
Dr. Robert Troutman, OR staff. Dr. Robert Troutman, OR staff.
Yes, I'd like the number for the Indian Head Ranger Station. Thank you.
Facility report to Dr. Gonzalez in the clinic. Nurse facility report to Dr. Gonzalez in the clinic.
Busy.
Yeah, they must be getting a lot of calls.
Well, never mind. We'll call again later.
You got to get back to work, I guess.
Right.
But you'll be all right.
Yes, and you shouldn't be late on the first day of the job.
That's true. So there's no additional news. Were they all men? How young? Sir, I'm sorry to be so persistent, but yet... Yes, sir, but you will call? Jackie Templeton. You have the number. Thank you, sir.
What the hell are you trying to prove here?
What are you talking about?
Why didn't you tell us there were civilian casualties? You know he's up on that mountain. Why do I have to read about it in this paper?
I don't know. I didn't think it mattered.
Yeah, look, I can understand. I understand you trying to get back at me. This is a thoughtless trick. There are other people involved here. Didn't you think of that? But he is your friend, isn't he?
I'm sorry. I don't know what to say.
Well, you tell it to Luke. It's if he's in any condition to listen to you.
Look, I didn't do it on purpose.
Small consolation.
What do you want me to do?
You tell me everything you're saving for the next splashy headline. I want to know every drop of information that could possibly help me find him.
I really don't know anything else. I would have told you.
All right, all right. Do me a favor, will you? You call me at the start the minute you know anything. If I'm not there, I'll leave word as to where I can be located.
Robert,
Look, I'm worried, darling. This time I'm really worried, and so's Holly. If you're any sort of a friend, you ought to be worried, too.
I am.
Then you level with me. You tell me everything you know. I don't want to read about it in tomorrow's edition.
Don't you think you're being a little unfair?
My best friend is missing. I read about an avalanche in your paper. Now, you work it out.
Nobody knows if Luke is in the avalanche.
Then why hasn't he called?
Look, if there's a chance of getting any information, I'll let you know. I promise.
How are you going to do that?
I do work for a newspaper, and they said they'd call me first.
Please stay with it. I've got to know what happened. I've got to know.
Dr. Perez, report to radiology. Dr. Banks, call the lab on line 4B. Dr. Banks, call the lab on line
Holly, anything new?
No, it's just a recap of the original story. I guess it's still too early.
Oh, red alert.
What?
Oh, be cheerful.
I caught you playing hooky from work.
Well, no, we're through for the day.
Oh, well, that's a likely story. You're excused since it's your first day, but Ruby, you ought to know better.
Guilty as charged, corrupting a new employee.
Well, I cannot tell a lie. She made me do it.
Oh, anything interesting in the paper?
Oh, no.
Why?
Well, I have been to surgery all day. I never even got a chance to read it.
Oh, well, you didn't miss anything, inflation, unemployment, usual.
Oh, well, in that case, I'm glad.
You finished for the day?
Yes, and it's about time. I am so tired. I'm just going to sign out. I'm going to pick up a takeout from the cafeteria and go home. I'm too tired to even cook.
See you tomorrow, love.
Have a nice evening.
I will. You too. Bye.
Bye, love. Well, me too. I'm kind of beat up. Had a long day. I think I'll go. How about you?
I'm waiting for Robert to pick me up.
We should have told Bobby.
Well, I thought we decided it wasn't a good idea.
Yes. Why worry her over nothing?
Why alarm her unnecessarily?
Right. I mean, we have nothing to worry about.
Then why are we trying so hard to reassure ourselves?
Chin up.
Any news?
The paper don't know anymore. Jackie said that she'd contact me the minute any bulletins came in.
Well, maybe she tried and she couldn't reach you.
Been at the Star all day, darling. No one called. Look, why don't you and I go out and have dinner together at the Floating River?
I don't think I'll be much company.
Me neither, so we're a match set.
I'm so worried about Luke, I don't think I can eat very much. I just knew what was going on up in the mountain.
Well, you see anything you like?
I'm really not very hungry.
You've got to eat something.
Why?
Because starving yourself isn't going to help anybody.
I'm too upset to eat.
Look, please, Holly, stop worrying. At least until you've got something concrete to worry about.
You think I will?
I never said that.
You don't have to.
Look, Ruby has always said that Luke has the lives of a cat. Now, by my calculations, you've got at least 3 left. It means he's got to be safe for a while yet.
Thanks.
Well, you're welcome, but what did I do?
I'm awfully grateful to you for helping me through all this.
Believe me, it's my pleasure. And now how's about a favor in return and eat something?
If you insist.
I insist.
Excuse me, Mr. Scorpio?
Yes.
There's a call for you, sir. It's long distance.
It's Luke.
Probably heard we were having dinner together.
How did you know we were here?
Well, I left a message with the answering service that all calls from the Star were to be forwarded here. He's obviously dialed the boat. Now, I told you you'd be all right, didn't I?
Well, I want to talk to him.
All right, on one condition. After you've spoken to him, you sit down, you eat something for Robert, all right?
All right, it's a deal.
All right.
You can take the call at my desk.
Shall we? I'm sorry, Holly.
It's all right. You had no way of knowing.
I shouldn't have gotten your hopes up like that. I'd forgotten all about this call I put into my contact at the WSB in Europe. He must have got the message I left for Luke.
Was it important?
Well, I'm doing a small job for Edward Quarterman at the moment. He was supposed to contact Edward directly with the information. I thought he was going to call next week.
I see.
I'm sorry to have dashed your hopes like that.
It's not your fault. If anyone's to blame, it's me for driving Luke away.
Listen to me. Nobody drives Luke Spencer anywhere. You're both stubborn. You're both equally responsible.
Yeah, not that it matters. And Luke's gone, and I just can't stand sitting around here waiting. Why can't we go to the mountain?
What is the point? Look, they won't let us up there. They won't know any more at the bottom of the mountain than they do here. Point is, they're not going to let us drive anywhere in that area. Finish, end of argument.
But why can't you do something? You're going to be police commissioner. What about all your famous contacts? Can't they do something to help us?
It's not that simple.
Wonderful. So you're just going to sit here and hope for the best?
Listen, you seem to think you've got a monopoly on worry around here. I've been calling the ranger station every hour on the hour. Now, look, even police commissioners can't make the snow melt.
I'm sorry, Robert. I'm just upset.
Forget it.
I know you want to find Luke as much as I do. I just feel so helpless. I just wish there was something I could do.
Look, we will do something. I promise you. One way or the other, we're going to get Luke off that mountain.